Well, I've got this problem, and that is with my healer, and that is they keep dying a lot. So I decided to go to Clockwork City, and I'm just gonna reconstruct Leeching Plate, uh, amulet, two rings, and a restoration staff and a lightning staff. Now I haven't showed you how to get here, so you probably don't even know how to get here. So I need to do that. So right here it is, right here in Clockwork City. So you gotta run to the Brass Fortress if you've never been here before. If you belong to a guild, a lot of times they have one, a transmute station. But let's say you don't. Let's say you're just starting out. See, this is my commentary on this. This is not like gameplay, really. I'm just trying to put together some parts to make a healer better, so they don't die if they're in the middle of a public dungeon. So how do you get here? Let's go back outside, okay? And we're outside, and now we're going to run up the stairs. You're going to run up the stairs. This is like going in reverse, all right? Because I'm already in there. Right here's the way shrine, which is really fancy. If you look around that way, you go out of the way shrine and down to the left and down these stairs. Just go down the stairs and then make another left, and you'll see a building, and it has a bunch of flags out in front of it. I didn't show you, did I? Okay, well, I probably need to show you. Alright, so let's go back outside and look at the flags in front of the building. See, there's no other buildings like this. So now you're at this building, and it has more than just a transmute station. It has all kinds of places in here you can do stuff at. Doesn't have a bank. Haven't found one yet. So transmute station, here we are. We're going to reconstruct. This is the character I used to reconstruct everything, because I leveled all the parts up to do that. You know, the light armor, the medium armor, all that, all the different 9 traits. So I'm looking at different armor, and some of this armor will do different types of things. So this is Hollowfang armor, and Hollowfang armor is what I've got this healer wearing, because it's for healers. It has that hemoglobin glob that appears when you heal. And I want people, when I'm healing them, to see that I'm doing what healers do. I'm going that extra mile. And so you see this big ball of red orb appear, and I'm wearing 5 pieces of that. And so it's the boots, the pants, the belt, the gloves, and the robe for the Hollowfang. There they are. So I'm going to wear those 5 pieces. That gives me a set. And then I'm either going to wear chalk thorns or this other set that I can't even pronounce. And they're both healer sets. But I was wearing Ebon armor as my rings and my amulet. But I just don't think the Ebon armor is getting it. So I'm switching out, and I'm either going to put in Crimson Twilight for the rings and amulet, and the 2 staffs. One's restoration, the other one's lightning. The reason I like lightning is I just don't want to aim. I just want to push the button and have the staff aim for me. Is that lazy? I think so. But like I don't want to worry about it. I'm trying to aim the staff to shoot a lightning, or not lightning, but fireball or frost or something like that. I'm most likely going to miss. But I don't miss with lightning. And all I'm doing really is just waiting. So I'm looking at the two different ones, and leeching is right here. So you get leeching in Imperial City Prison. And here's what it does. And it goes off every 5 seconds. 5 seconds. So let's say you've healed yourself or something like that. If they're attacking you, then every 5 seconds this is going to go off. It's going to heal you 100%, and it's going to do damage to them. So what I do with most of my other characters is I wear Crimson Twilight and Leeching Plate, which makes it really hard for something to kill me because one or the other one's going off. So I need to make 2 rings, and I need to make an amulet, and I need to make a restoration staff and a lightning staff. And that way I'm not going to have to put anything in heavy either because I'm using the rings. I have all my skill in light armor. I could put in heavy if I wanted to, but it doesn't say heavy on these pieces. It says heavy on the armor though. So I'm using some tank armor to help protect me. As far as using some armor to debuff a group, I'm not going to do it unless it's a skill. And this is a healer. My main job as a healer is to heal people. And that is it. I heal people. I'm going to put out that orb. You know, that energy orb. I'm going to heal people with the restoration staff. And generally just try to heal them as often as I can. So I'm going to have to make a ring. I'm going to do it in protective. Okay? So I picked Leeching mainly because Leeching goes off quicker than Crimson Twilight goes off after 8 seconds. And Leeching goes off every 5 seconds. As far as the going off means it's going to proc and it's going to, the effect is going to take place. So now I've made 2 rings and an amulet. And it's all protective that way. I'm trying to protect my character from dying. So if this character, this little healer is out there running around, I don't want it to be killed by a swarm of attackers. Because dying in the game makes me want to quit playing. I don't know if that's the way, it's probably the way it is for a lot of people. Even if you don't want to admit it, if you get killed a lot, that's why I don't play some other games. So I found these ways of helping to keep me from dying. I'll show you here in a bit. I mean, I have to test run this. That looks good. That's defending. That's adding 3,000 something more. So that's not as good as a Mighty Chudden, but it's because I'm not going to be wearing one. So I have to have a restoration staff and a lightning staff. And I'm making them both in defending. Because what good is a healer if a healer is dead? They can't heal anybody. Alright, now we've got that done. What do we need to do? Oh yeah, we need to put this in the bank so the other character can get it. So let's do that. We have our banker right here. So I'm just going to go to the top and put in Leeching. This may be showing some people some stuff they did not know. So that's basically what I'm kind of also doing here in my commentary. Is I'm showing you some tricks on making this easier for you. See, I put it all in there. And it's all in there now. Now there's one other thing I need to do. Those rings are good, but they could be even better. And that is this particular character I leveled up all of enchanting. So I can go put some enchantments on those rings and the amulet and make the rings and amulet even better to protect against things you're going to run into, forces that you're going to run into whenever you're in a dungeon, so you can better stay alive. So right there's the enchanting table. And here you have to pick. And it's kind of a hard pick. Do I pick flame resistance, fire resistance, poison resistance, or shock resistance? I've only got 3 pieces here. So I'm probably going to go with, it doesn't matter. You're going to run into some dungeons where you're going to be weak because you don't have the 4th one in there. So I Tade, and then whatever the thing is, and then the Kuda. If you have Kuda runes, those are the best. Next from down, I think it's Rapora, and then you go ahead and see that's a really nice glyph. Now you have those runes, those three, and you put them together, and then you can make yourself a glyph to put on those rings. Now I'll probably transfer them over to the character and then let the character put the glyphs on. I'll give them the glyphs. So I'll just put it all in the bank. Then the other character can get them out. I can get them out. It sounds like I'm talking to third person. These are role-playing games, and you end up doing that. So now you've got your three glyphs made, and I don't know. I think the lightning will come in handy, the shock resistance, because if you're in like the one with the werewolves, that dungeon that has the wizard at the end that's all about lightning and kills everybody, it could come in handy. There's some places that have a lot of poison, so I try to put a poison glyph, anti-resistance, to poison. And so now I got to stick all this stuff in the bank. So don't get too overly overwhelmed, some of you that are watching this. It just takes time to learn. I'm looking at what I got in there.
May I be?
Now I know I was going to take the rings out, and I was going to do them myself, but then I thought, nah, I'll just do it with the other character. So I'm going to type in glyph, and I'm going to put those three glyphs in there. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Now all three glyphs are in there. So I'm pretty much done here. I just need to give them back to the other character, and so I'm going to log out. So here I am with the healer character, and that is a hideous monster set for the head and shoulders, but it's called Bogden or something, and it puts this totem down that people can see, and this totem heals everybody around it, so that's definitely a healer thing. I also have chalk thorns, but it blinds everybody and they can't see where you're going. I'm wearing Hollowfang kind of outfit here, and it puts a red orb out in front of everybody, and you can use this orb to heal with. So it's stuff that I can heal people and they can see that I'm healing them, because if you're not healing them, they call you a fake healer. So you got to have your restoration staff, you got to have everything you can, because there's just a lot of fake healers in the game. So I'm gonna be a real healer. I put all my skills, all my champion points into healing too, and my skills of course are healing. And this armor, it's not armor, this robe looking thing that I'm wearing, it's for healing. And I'm wearing a prismatic glyphs on all the pieces, the shoes, the legs, the belt, the chest, and the gloves. That should be 5 pieces. And so I'm wearing that, and then the monster set, which I kind of like this one that I have. This Bogden or whatever it is called. I can't remember the name. But anyway, you can see it there. There it is. Head, belt, shoulders is that monster set. Now I'll probably make that invisible because it's just hideous. But here we are. I mean, you might like it. I need to also. What I like about this place down here in Imperial City is if you've got like a reward on you and you don't penalty, you can just go there after you run off from whatever is trying to kill you, like the guards, and they don't care that you have a penalty on you. They'll heal you and trade with you and everything down here in Imperial City sewers. Also, if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you need to get your equipment fixed or sell stuff, you can just go to the Imperial City sewers and get it sold and get repaired, and then you're good. And you can also go to the bank, because you can't bring a banker here. See, I'm a horrible player. I went the wrong way. So don't in any way think I'm any good at this at all. And these are twisty turny places here. And all those ladders go up top where you can get murdered by PvP people. So I decided not to do that. Sometimes I have. And I just, I'm going to go ahead and get those glyphs out. And all this other stuff. I'm going to get these 3 glyphs. Alright. And I'm going to get out the leeching plate. Restoration staff, lightning staff, amulet, and 2 rings. I need to get all that. I probably got out an axe of leeching too. I'd made one of those earlier. Who knows? Let's get it all out of there. So yeah, I'm taking it all out. And I have Ebon, which I don't know why I picked it. I think it just looks, it buffs the group. It gives everybody more health. But it won't do me any good if I'm dying in a dungeon. So I decided I want to get rid of it. And absolutely don't want to, because I love having those red orbs float around me. I just like the red orbs. I mean, they're adorable and they're floating around me and they give me extra health and they give the group extra health. And I just wish they did more. They just don't do enough. So I'm going to swap out the rings and the amulet and the 2 different staffs for Leeching Plate. Okay, so I know I'm going to lose that effect. But I'm not big into dying in the dungeons. So here we are. We're going to swap out all that. And that's what I'm doing right now. And they're just in blue. I'll run a lot of dungeons, and I'll get a lot of gear that I can break down, and I'll eventually just have this gear upgraded into purple, maybe even elite into the gold. So those are my skills. I'm using classic restoration skills, and I'm throwing in some of these Arcanist healing skills too. And on the backside, back bar, I'm making it a killer. I don't think I'm going to be quite a DPS, but I'll maybe be able to defend myself in a public dungeon or overland. So my main thing is going to be healing. I put all my champion points in healing. It's all there. So I need something to keep me alive too. So here's those different glyphs, and I'm going to put one on each one of these 3 pieces of jewelry. One on the amulet, one each on the... It doesn't matter which one I put on which one. I just need to put a glyph on each one, and then I'm going to lock those down so I don't accidentally trade them off. And that would be a tragedy to trade them off. And I'm going to put that other stuff in the bank. That Ebon stuff, just in case. If I ever make another character, I can always have it. So here I am. I'm putting the glyphs on. All you do is just go to enchant, and that does it. So you don't have to buy. Like, I don't know if I've already said this or not. You don't have to buy these, make these glyphs. You can buy them from the guild stores in town. I recommend Deshaun or Vivek City. Those are 2 good places I've gone to buy stuff before from guild traders. There's lots of others. Somerset, good place. Those are just the 2 I go to. So there's a healing ward, and I'm terrible at running through these dungeons, but this is the Imperial City sewers. And even if you have like a bounty on you, you can go here and nobody will arrest you. There's no guards here. And so I'm about ready to leave and go test this all out. I'm showing you my different skills. And I picked some skills for healing. One healing and put it on the lightning bar staff. You know, I got the weapon that's a lightning staff, and I use a lightning staff mostly because I'm terrible at aiming, like with a frost staff or a fire staff. And lightning, you just generally aim in the direction of whatever it is that you want to attack, and it will attack it. And you're kind of waiting for your mana to come back up, magika, I mean, and then you can go ahead and attack. Now I almost went into the underground passageways. Now I'm here in Forgotten Crypts. I went ahead and skipped through there. Let's test this out. This is a test drive. Let's see how this works. Let's see if I stay alive. Now that's the main thing. Can I stay alive? Look at my bar. Now I do take a food buff. That other character I make with those. You know, and that's like 5,000 something extra in health and in stamina, that kind of thing. But yeah, I just never did get around to making potions yet. So this is doing really good. And I've got Sharp as Knight with me, but he's pretty useless right now because I just got him the other day. And he doesn't really have any terrific amounts of skills. I am just having fun grinding right now. I hope you're enjoying it. I am going through here and I'm a healer on a rampage. I love that big circle thing that comes out. And then this right here, I see everybody using that fake carver, whatever it is, and it just melts them. So I'm running up. I'm just having a blast right now, running through here. And that one's already dead. That guy got that one, so I can't show you that one. Gonna go down. See, I just used the lightning staff, and that right there, that when that big circle came out, that's to heal you. Let's see if there's anything in here. No, they've already gotten it too. And so there's a few little ones. I'll pick them up. Shields is making a big difference. I don't have to worry about healing myself because my armor with the Leeching Plate, it does heal me. They went that way, so we're going to go this way. So here's a bunch more coming at me. Now, I'm kind of looking down at watch my health bar. See, watch it rubber band back up. On its own, it's rubber banding back up. And it didn't rubber band a lot because these weren't that tough. Now, when I run into usually a bunch of them before I did this with the Ebon armor, it would really hurt. It would go down there, rubber band, it went down and then back up. So, all my necrotic orb can now be morphed. So I was waiting for that before I went back to doing more healing, because I want to be able to throw that big yellow ball, that energy ball that heals people. People want to see that in a game from the healer. They want to see the healer throw out a ball of energy that they can stand inside of. And I like using that more than I do that altar, because that altar hurts me. And I want to stay alive. I mean, I may put it up if I have to, but I'd rather just not use that at all if I don't have to. Although, you know, if it's a more serious dungeon, yeah, definitely. Because I'll set it next to the tank. And if the tank is smart, they'll stay near it. Sometimes they're not. I mean, I went to all the trouble of making it, and then let's go run, jump inside that. Nope, didn't do. Picked up some flesh flies. Oh well, let's move on up the stairs and look around. I hope you're enjoying my commentary on this. It's pretty insane and rambling, but I hid that hat because I just couldn't stand the look of it. And I'm not really big on running around in robes. It doesn't look like you could move this fast in robes. So this is my favorite outfit ever, and I bought it. I bought it from a guild store called the Master Cartographer outfit, and then I dyed it all black. Yes, I think that looks pretty awesome. And it looks more modern. And I have a backpack, and I just bought it. I think it was like 100,000 altogether. Like some of the pieces are like 5,000 or 6,000 a piece. You have to have 7 pieces to make that work. But I hide the helmet. It's not really a helmet. It's more like a hat. It looks kind of silly. Well, I didn't care much for it. I just hit the mouse pad thing. Alright, so these guys are dying.
Better luck next time.
And this is coming along really good. I think I did. I had a little bit of help there. So let's hopefully we can run into a boss down here in Forgotten Crypts. Not having any luck yet. I mean, I'm killing a lot of minions, but I'm not taking out any bosses yet. Switching back and forth. Now that's the restoration. There we go. Grand healing. Healing the energy orb. So yeah, I think I could be a fairly decent healer. Healing ward. There's that hemoglobin, that red ball. Isn't that awesome? So they're all ganging up on me, and that's okay. I want to see how well I do. It's like a test. Stand here and take it. Yes, leeching plate effect is. You see that green mist on the floor? See it? That's what it does, and then it's going to heal me. So I can just stand here and take it. Now, will the ones in the regular dungeons be even worse? Yeah, they're going to hit harder. I'll just have to rubber band more. And that's my food buff. So I started making food buffs early on because food buffs are easier to make than potions. And you collect recipes and then you just start leveling that up. Provisioner. I think they got tired. All tired, decided to take a nap. And there they are, and I got some gold out of it. Way too much fun. And I'm a healer doing this. I'm a healer, and on my back bar, I'm a killer. I'm probably not as stout as my tanks, but I have more killing power than my tanks ever had because I'm devoting a whole. I could probably do that, but yeah, I could probably. Yeah, why not? I might try that with some of my tanks. Put a bunch of this, but see, they're not. This character here is was made in Necrom, so they have all those Necrom skills, where the other ones don't. And they're just really lots of neon green. Well, we got some help here on this one. That's an ultimate that just really wipes them out. So far, so good. I'm enjoying it. I think that's a character with some vampire skill going on. But he didn't attack this guy. Now see, there's that red hemoglobin. Well, now he's coming around. I think he's going to come over here and help me attack it. I don't really think I need him to, but it's okay. He's using that stone fist. I don't have that. And they're dead. I pretty much could have gotten it myself. It's alright though. So I hope you're enjoying this gameplay. This is a healer that I put Leeching Plate as the rings, amulet, and restoration staff and or lightning staff. If I, and then on one bar I have all healing and on the other bar it's all killing. So I'm hoping this can help some people who might want to do something similar with their healer, because you want to be able to take your healer into dungeons, and you don't want to constantly just heal yourself. You want to be able to use the back bar killing spells. So what I did was just put Leeching Plate as the rings, amulet, and those two staffs, and it seems to be working out pretty good. What I've not seen is the monster set go off, which if it was chalk thorns, it'd be putting that big huge glow around me with a plant that would be healing me, or the other one, the Bogden, and it would be doing the totem. So I probably have a mix match between one piece of one part and one piece of the other. And so, well, you didn't get to see that, but yeah, they're pretty awesome. I'll have to do another video on that kind of thing. Anyway, I hope you like the video, and if you do, watch some of my other videos. I've made a bunch where I just ramble on about how to make my characters better, how to get through a dungeon, and that's it.